Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We are live from the Iorio Arena on the beautiful campus of Cushing Academy. I'm Brian Jurek. I'm here with Sarah Caitlin, and you're dialed into the Penguin Sport Network. Big one here today, Sarah.
Yeah, really exciting game for us to be able to bring to you from Cushing Academy. Salisbury comes in as the last undefeated team in prep hockey today. A similar New Year's tournament to us, finishing third in their tournament in kind of a funky crossover situation. So still undefeated, but finished third in their tournament, as did we. Averaging almost 5 goals a game in coming into this match with Salisbury. So I expect to see a little battle of styles here with a high-powered offense in Salisbury, but maybe giving up a few extras. And then, as we've talked about, Cushing being pretty locked down on D.
Yeah, Cushing's going to have to put pressure down low. If there's a weak area on the Salisbury Knights team, it's defensively. Deerfield, which is middle of the pack, took them to the limit last game and actually scored 5 goals against them. So looking at it one way, Salisbury's susceptible. Of course, looking at it another way, it makes a tough week for the Penguins because they got Deerfield coming in the barn in just 2 days.
Yeah, I mean, Cushing's obviously gunning to be at the top, and so playing the top teams is good, but there's no rest for the wicked at this point. Salisbury has definitely put the wood to a lot of teams. And then, interestingly enough for us, we've now avenged 2 of our losses. So our loss to Lawrence, we beat Lawrence. Our loss to Dexter, we beat Dexter. With just that one lingering tough loss to KUA. But this team, Salisbury, tied them 2-2. So, knock off Salisbury, there's a little bit of the revenge package right there. And Cushing could be feeling pretty good about where they line up with everybody else.
Yeah, Cushing comes into the game 11-3-1. Great start to the year as we head into the meat of the schedule, January and then on into February, and sort of don't want to get too far ahead of yourselves, but eyes on the prize in terms of perhaps a New England elite tournament bid. But this is a big one today, 1 versus 6.
Looking forward to it.
And lineup will look familiar for the Penguins. Garoline's on the ice with Berube and McElhaney. Sharib in the pipes. Not too many changes in the roster.
Yeah, nice to see this group back together, and keep an eye on Barella. He's had 2 late goals the last 2 games for the Penguins.
McGrath will start in the pipes for the Knights of Salisbury. They win the draw. They try to chip it deep. Now McElhaney puts it back in the neutral zone. Sarlo-Oma tries to tip it to a stick, and Barella knocks it into the Knights bench.
Good opportunity for Sharif, too, to really assert himself. He's all-tourney team from Watkins. Really had a nice season. Goals against are under 2 so far, so he should get tested today.
Sarlo-Oma comes wide on the offensive neutral zone set play. Guerra, or the Knights forward, knocked out of the circle. Guerra will step in for the Penguins. He'll try to draw it back to McElhaney to go wide, but Penguins lose the draw. Knights take it. Flipped high to center ice. Bouncing puck at the Penguin. Knights tried to bat it in the zone, but the Penguins come back the other way. Sarlo-Oma in the zone. Moves, goes down low, tries to tuck it on McGrath. Rebound. Barella there, but McGrath stopped both of them now. Sarlo-Oma works behind the net. He's joined by Barella. Sarlo-Oma out front. And puck. I don't know if it ever got to pipe or not. It hit something and came across the crease slowly. That get to the pipe, Sarah?
Yeah, it didn't. It just floated by wide. Great early looks by the Penguins. Really, the net's there for the taking. They just got to get one with a little more zip on it, I think. Salisbury,
they're guilty of what's plagued the Penguins a bit, which is leaving guys alone in the slot. Garrett just sat by himself and took the feed, had 2 whacks at it. Knights dodge a bullet there.
Might have gone off a defender because it did just kind of float high and wide.
Intercepted Recchi at the blue line. Turnover. Penguins across, hits a skate, doesn't get to net. Nice early pressure by the Penguins in zone. Again, Outson breaks up a play. Glove down by the Knights. They come through the middle. Puck goes by Keegan to the side of Sharib. Salisbury will work it out of the corner. Pass high, chipped out of the zone nicely by Hewitt. Recchi chases. Pressure down low. Now McGrath steps down. O'Donnell will throw it towards the net. That's steered away. McGrath finishes the check behind the net. Andy Ide down, and puck out of zone, be a face-off. Good pop in the step.
Yeah, well, you know, one of the things that we've noticed and we've really enjoyed watching so far this season is how high Cushing will pressure. You know, that forecheck, they'll start it all the way at the opposite net. And I'm not sure Salisbury's used to having a team with that much confidence coming at them. I think when you play in the #1 team, a lot of teams will settle in and hope for the best, and the Penguins are just bringing it to them.
Yeah, they are. This Ide line is this is what they're out there for too. Just they fly around the ice and just annoy the crap out of defenses. Just pestering, turning over pucks. They're always going hard. Play out front. Ide getting knocked into McGrath. Mancini steps down to keep it in. Now Salisbury trying to bang it out of the zone to relieve the pressure. Dump back down low. Puck in the corner, big hit. Another shot on McGrath. Steered up into the netting.
Yeah, we've noticed in a couple games this season, the Cushing speed has really been challenging for other teams. You know, watching warm-ups, it does look to me like we're going to give up a little size to Salisbury. So similar to that Lawrence game where we're just going to have a little size versus speed and see which one finishes out.
Zarconi now off the draw, gets the puck, tries to put it out short side. Noon now working behind the net. A lot of play in the Salisbury end so far. Penguins bringing early pressure to McElhaney, one-timer. Off the blocker of McGrath. Again, turnover. Noon keeping it in. Now Zarconi. Again, Salisbury has to regroup. Trying to solve some heavy Cushing pressure. Up the boards now wide across the Penguin. Knights gain the zone. Back around by Sharib. He sets it for McElhaney. McElhaney starts out. Backhand saucer. Doesn't get by. Penguins regroup. That's Berube. Finds Zarconi. Zarconi in the zone. He's got Noon with him. Loses the puck in the corner. Now the Knights come out with it. That puck is wide. Berube stepped up and actually got up in the netting for a whistle.
And again, with Berube, you know, trying to get a line change, he makes a good decision there just to disrupt the play, give his guys time to get set and get settled.
Love the early pace here by the Penguins. Salisbury finding a difficult time getting it in the zone and getting any kind of set zone time so far. Now they throw it deep. That goes down behind Sharib. Keegan's going to pick it up. And that puck again chipped up in the netting. One thing I noticed so far, and don't know if they've been working on it in practice, didn't talk to the coaches before, but you know, pucks dumped in the zone and Sharib going to set him for defensemen. A lot of times, I don't know if it was confidence or he wasn't getting back there quickly enough to set pucks, and he's done it a few times this game so far.
Yeah, you know, again, I think sometimes we forget. Ooh.
Guerra breaks in, backhand save, McGrath. That took a funny hop and a chip in the ice. Actually went right to Guerra. Looks like it was going to go down the ice a little bit more. Here comes Keegan, glove down. That's chipped away from him. Salisbury now 2-on-2. Keegan working back. There's a shot. Sharif makes an easy save. Try to center, and that's steered away. Zona now working in the corner. Gets a stick knocked out, and that's going to be a penalty. We've seen that a number of times this year. It's automatic. 2 minutes for a slash. Penguins going to go on the power play, and they've been deadly.
Yeah, this is just the kind of momentum that we were hoping to see. Just to quickly circle back when you talk about Sharif, I do think that sometimes he's been so steady back there. We forget he's a sophomore, and really having December under his belt, having those 2 tournaments, I would expect him to continue to just grow in confidence.
Done a great job so far tonight, just getting back there to stop pucks from going all the way around the rim. Draw one by Cushing. Recchi now. Recchi outs and Hewitt line out there. Guerra line just off, so I imagine we're going to get about 30 seconds from this unit and then see the Guerra line back out there. McElhaney will set behind Sharif. He checks the ice, starts up. Hard pass across to Hewitt. He can't control it. Knights get it, and Knights send it right back down. Again, McElhaney sets behind the net. To Outson. Outs and wide right. Gains his own. Tries to self-pass. Knocked down and out of the zone. And now we get a change out. Guerra line out there. Penguins got to get it in zone. So he set up the power play. Twice up the ice now. They haven't gained the zone. There's Keegan. Keegan will throw it in. That's going to come hard off the dasher. McGrath. Not the angle you want on the dump in on the power play there. You want that puck going all the way around to a guy flying in the zone. Too soft like that, and you can just pick it up and throw it out of the zone. Now Guerra. Guerra firing up the right side, hits the linesman.
Brutal.
And Zona throw it in on net. That's in on McGrath. So far, Penguins having a lot of trouble getting settled. Not that one was their fault. Guerra coming up the wing, and the linesman just hit his pad. And he made a nice neutral zone defensive play. Zona now. He'll set it back down to Keegan. 23 seconds left to go on the power play. Stretch pass up, misses Barella, and he's not going to. Oh, he won the race down. Surprising call. And whistle for the nets off. That puck is going to come outside. Barella went down, knocked the net off. He wasn't really pushed, so it's going to be outside the zone.
Love that look, though. Just seeing Salisbury step up a little bit, and that stretch pass circling in behind. You know, another foot or so, and a little break in on McGrath.
Guerra line still out there. Mancini and O'Donnell step out on defense. 10 seconds left in the power play. Sarloma. Union commit. Now Guerra for Barella. He'll send it behind McGrath. McGrath sets it. Sarloma's there. Knight's able to steer it clear of trouble. Now they start back the other way. Tipped away again. Great neutral zone pressure by the Penguins. Hyde now in the corner. Knights play it around. Start back behind their net. Chipped off the wall. Bang back in the zone. Idle chase. Penguins giving no quarter on the forecheck. Salisbury's going to have to earn their space. Hyde now. McGrath chases. McGrath picks up the puck. Turns, and he heads up the right side. Nice move. He'll dump it into the corner, chase his own puck. He's going to get there. Shot chipped away to the corner. Big hit by McGrath following his puck. Another turnover for the Penguins. Dumped in on McGrath. He puts it on the pad. Kind of awkwardly.
Yeah.
Salisbury now, they'll chip it down low. Mancini stands up the Knights forward, so Berube can go back and pick it up. He comes back to Mancini. Mancini chips it out of the zone. Zarconi pestering, Whipple chasing. Hits his skate. Knights regroup. Stretch pass across the zone. Berube goes for it. Nice play by Berube, getting back, making it a 2-on-2. No shot at all. Knights try to work the zone. Quick pass out front. Sharif saw that all the way. Knights try to make it to the front again.
Oh.
Penguins right there.
Nice save by Sharif, because the official was actually in the play, and he did read it all the way.
Noon jumps up. Knights chip it in. Berube back. Now behind the net. Back down low on the cycle. Berube steps to the corner, puck comes out front, steered away.
Nice touch.
And chipped out of the zone. And that's going to be offsides. Salisbury perhaps shaking a little bus legs off, trying to establish some of that offensive zone time. Some cycling down low there. One good scoring chance, but not much more.
Yeah, I think for Salisbury, they're probably used to having another half step to see things, and if they show a little patience like Cushing and start passing it around more, they may have some better looks.
Keegan comes up the wall to Recchi, now outs, and he's got Hewitt back to outs. He can get it to him, chipped off his stick. Nice play. Knights start behind their own net. Wide pass, zone is there. He knocks it away. Hewitt waits, Salisbury with time and space. Sharib there on the post, knocks it back to the corner. Zona, now outs and backing up. Puck comes up the wall, but by Hewitt, not out. Nice play.
Oh, great pass.
Great pass by Recchi to Hewitt. Oh, save McGrath. Hewitt made the move. He looked like he was going to his backhand, came back forehand, tried to go short side, and McGrath made the toe save.
Yeah, great save. Well done by him. Really just a gorgeous pass through, though. Man, was that nice. Great break. And again, you know, you want to, even the early looks matter. I mean, it's going to shift a little bit about how Salisbury plays D, maybe make them thinking one more time.
Great vision by Recchi, too. Was on his backhand, facing the zone, saw Hewitt breaking, chipped it out to him. Salisbury now the other way. 3-on-2 for the moment. Pass to the middle. McElhaney hustles over to chip that out of danger. Salisbury, Penguins, nice job keeping it on the perimeter. Sarluoma, Barella, back to Sarluoma in his skates, so back to Barella. Doesn't get enough on it, puck still loose. Wow, McGrath couldn't get the handle on that one. Now one-on-one, Guerra, he'll step up, and nicely done. Puck gets by O'Donnell. Guerra's there to whip it around. In the McGrath skates, he takes a heavy hit. O'Donnell brings it up the boards. McGrath trying to hustle to get it out, and the Knights will bring it back to regroup. Pass to the middle in the slot.
Nice save.
Quick shot and a nice glove save by Sharib.
Yeah, good give, good shot there, but you know, Sharib out, great angle, great glove on Sharib. You don't get much by his glove.
Rush there where the Salisbury team got some room in the slot, but when they've been trying to set in the zone, the Penguins have done an excellent job keeping the puck on the perimeter and not giving away that middle. Puck comes up high, dumped down in the corner. Keegan unloads. Puck comes out to the middle. There it is again. Wood right there to pick it up. Zona can't get it out, and Keegan left a man standing right in front of Sharib. Could have been dangerous, but luckily nothing there. Now Keegan. Those new skates of his, looks like he lost a little blade.
Oh, so close.
And I'm not sure. I'm not sure how you call icing when this guy's stick is even with the puck.
Yeah, I thought our McGrath was on the receiving end of that. That's a tough call.
Well, even if the Salisbury player beat our player to the puck, you know, when you're a foot away from the puck, usually the refs will wave it off. It's playable, and they didn't, and it doesn't really matter because we're not going to change any calls from up here, sir.
You know, you haven't yet, Brian.
We keep trying.
I keep thinking we're going to get one though. They'll look up to us and we'll wave them off.
Salisbury across the line. Quick shot through the pads of Keegan. Nice save, Sharib. That was a screenshot that he got the pad on. Salisbury now starting to find some room in the offensive zone. Zone is there. With Ide. Ide now gets it up the boards. Knights step down to keep it in. Puck squirts out now. Shot goes wide. Zona to Wood to McGrath now. McGrath starts up. The rest of his line's going to change, so he's just going to chip it deep.
Yeah, nicely done there.
Pass across in zone. Berube. And that shot goes wide. No harm there. Noon now. Noon to Whipple. He can't keep a hold on the puck, but Noon steps into it. Knocked off his stick. Berube forces it wide. Sharib's there to cover. Berube takes a stick high in the chin. Puck squirts up to the defense. Waits. Falcone. Knights bring it up top. Quick wrist shot goes wide. Berube's there. Now Noon tries to chip it out. Does get out of the zone. Whipple there, another linesman in the play. Whipple unable to gain the zone. Quick pass up. McElhaney knocks it ahead, but he was leaning backwards. Couldn't get a lot on it. Dumped down into the corner. That puck's chipped away, but not out. Around Sharib. Berube, he's been out there a long time. Puck now to Noon. He goes wide, misfires.
Yeah, I like the look across. That's worked out well for us a couple different times on the breakout.
Donald steps into a hit and takes the brunt of it. Now Recchi. Mancini steps up. Knight's shot, that's blocked by Outson. He delivers the blow. Now O'Donnell, but that pass is intercepted. Slot, shot, Sharib comes way out, rebound, puck behind him, knocked away. O'Donnell in the crease to knock that one out of trouble.
Lost track of the puck on that one, broke it up well.
Just a weak misfire, and Penguins can't get it out of the zone now. Now comes to Recchi. Recchi looks for Hewitt, but not able to. Keeps the puck. Now in, tries to cut to the front, and he goes across the face of McGrath, and he's going to get a penalty. McGrath shaken up on the play.
Yeah, interesting to see how they manage this. Coach Jacobs doesn't look like he agrees with the call. It has been a little bit of the Achilles heel last couple of games for the Penguins. I think if you look at the KUA scores, a couple times our boys were playing 3v5. So keeping out of the box, I think, would be an important decision here.
Coach Jacobs asking about the call, and not sure, but I think what the referee's going to say there, the argument would be he's pushed into the goalie, but I think Keegan with a big hit in the corner on the kill. We'll come to that in a minute. That's a play across the crease, similar to the Guerra play, but out front of the net, same side, and quick goal on the power play for Salisbury. Getting back to the call, I think what the referee's going to say is, yes, he did push him in, but Recchi's hands came up, and anytime you're going to get contact with the head, it's not going to really matter if you were pushed in or not. So that's my guess, and unfortunately results in a power play goal and a quick one by the Knights. Pass across to Sarlaoma. He can't find the handle. Pressure by the Penguins. Now the Knights dump it. Sharib. Guerra. Sarlaoma now. Nice pass to McElhaney. To Barella. McElhaney going for net. He's held, and there's the penalty.
There we go.
Right call. Should have been called earlier by the referee in front of the play. It was the guy in back who ended up calling it. Because certainly there was some grabbing on the way, and then finally knocked McElhaney down, and the Penguins will get the power play.
Be nice to see an answer back. The first power play really couldn't get our feet underneath us, and I think just for a confidence builder going into the second period to be able to score here would be huge for the guys.
Big face-off in zone. See if they win it. They do. Now they can set up McElhaney. Sarlaoma works it, loses the puck, and now it's thrown down the ice.
I mean, these officials are just in every play.
Yeah, linesman having a tough day.
What do I call them? Are they all linesmen?
Referees with the armbands.
Okay.
Prep school, and I think NCAA hockey, two referees, one linesman. Used to be the other way around, one referee, two linesmen, but it's a better system. These guys can see more. Linesmen do not have the authority to call penalties. They can talk to the referees on certain plays to let them know that. Guerra now starts the other way over the Penguin, back to Sarlaoma.
Good feed there.
Sarlaoma in the corner. Guerra will try to work it free. Up to McElhaney. He kind of just flips it on the backhand. Knights will chase that down. Glove down by Keegan nicely. Keeps it in zone. Pass across to Guerra, to McElhaney. Shot short side, hits the pipe. Beautiful shot by McElhaney. Just waited till the defenseman cleared, put it by his skate, and it hit the near post. Penguins caught in a change. Recchi trying to get there. And just a shot from an angle that beats Sharib on the pad. Tough break on the kill.
Yeah.
Penguins on a change, and it ends up being Recchi coming on the box to try to play defenseman as a forward. And the Knights just rip a shot low, blocker side on Sharib, 2-0.
Well, you know, just the game of inches it is for ice hockey. I mean, we get a beautiful shot, twangs off the pipe, comes back, and just a little bit of a bobble. Bad timing on the line change, and beat Sharib in the far post. Not, you know, honestly, that was a heck of a shot by that guy, just inside the post on the far side.
Yeah, the first one today, no chance. Empty net on the back door. That one, I think, you got to trust your goalie to have that one on an angle like that. A nice shot, no doubt about that. And anytime you shoot low from that angle, as we've talked about before,
yeah, that's
the place to put it. If you're going to score from that angle, that's where it's going to go. But you'd like to see your goalie have enough of an angle to keep that one out of the back of the net. Penguins in a hole, 2-0. They're going to have to fight back. Just under a minute left in the first. Zona to Recchi. Broken up at the blue line, sent down the ice.
Kill by Salisbury is impressive. They've really done a nice job. We haven't gotten much of an open look at all.
No, ever since those first 8 or 9 minutes. Here comes Outzen now on a 3-on-2, drops it to Recchi. The Knights have covered up. Mancini can't hold the line, and it's going to be offsides. Wide line out there. He'll take the face-off with 15 seconds to go in the first. Knights gain the zone, but it's chipped out. Hyde works it in the skate, and just not going to have enough time to get the shot away. And there's the buzzer that ends the first. All started with a power play, penalty to Recchi, and a power play goal, a quick one by the Knights, and then on the kill, they've had 2 special teams goals, really, and that's been the story of the period. Penguins came out, Knights adjusted, and they sort of tilted the ice back the other way in the second half of that period.
Yeah, we'll see second period, maybe just get our speed going a little bit again, and you know, just one goal back, I think, will change the flow of the game.
Yeah, and of course the Penguins off the pipe, beautiful shot by McElhaney.
Yeah.
Just off the pipe. In fact, it came back through the crease the other side. But anyway, we stand 2-0. We'll be back for the second period. All right, welcome back. We're going to get the second period underway in just a few minutes. Tough one there for the Penguins. It looked good at the first 8 or 9 minutes. They were flying around, disrupting flow, and then Salisbury seemed to settle in and be able to produce some offense.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the second period. I think we've seen our guys be pretty mentally tough all season. Lots of third period goals when they've needed them. Real belief that they can kind of get it done. And hopefully the period came just in time for them to go in and be like, all right, look, like we gave up a power play goal. Salisbury's too good to be putting ourselves in the box. We got to play clean. And then, you know, honestly, like, it was a bad goal. The second goal was a bad goal, but teams are going to give up bad goals, and they got to be able to come back from that.
Yep. Position's going to be crucial, especially in the defensive zone as Salisbury works that offense. And then the Penguins got to capitalize on their opportunities. McElhaney was close. They got to keep working hard, go to the net like they've done all season, and hopefully they can bury one here. They'll need the next one.
Yeah, I mean, McGrath has been stand up in net so far, but I do feel like we've seen a couple rebounds that if we bring guys to net, we're going to get a finish.
Yeah, he's beatable for sure. Certainly not some of the goaltending that we've seen on opposing teams earlier in the year. All right, we're about to get underway here. Barella takes the draw. Sarlo-Oma gives it to Guerra, who's flying up the wing. He goes through the legs, takes it back, puts it out front, through everybody. Berube looks for Barella, but that comes up top to Sarlo-Oma. He wrist shots on net. That hits the blocker of McGrath. Knights will try to break out. They can't do it in front. Guerra tries to move back across McGrath. The stick check knocked it away from him. Beautiful opportunity.
Yeah, really, great stop of the puck right at the blue line and just to feed it back in. He went for a strong move. I do kind of wonder if he just stuffed it in the corner, if it would have been good enough.
Salisbury guilty of vacating the zone before the puck's out. McElhaney almost made him pay by feeding it down to Guerra. Now Keegan drops it down low on Outson's stick. Outson to Keegan in his skates. He'll put it back down into the corner to Recchi. Outson battling for the puck. Hewitt now. He's muscled off the puck. Salisbury now will reverse and start the other way. Hewitt there, nice play to intercept. Looks for Outson down the middle. Outson backhand. Pad away by McGrath. Rebound collected up to Keegan. His wrist shot, gloved by McGrath. I don't think he saw much of that one, but it hit him.
Yeah, I got a nice piece, but that was about it. Oh, good cover on the backside.
That's Outson. And that's what the Penguins have to do, just one chance. Now Hewitt breaks. Tries to fight through, but he's ridden off the puck. Now Recchi steps down. Knights will start the other way. They gain the zone. Zona makes the hit. Ide. Nice pass. McGrath off his backhand. He looks out front, throws it across, but it goes all the way to the corner. Wood drops it to the corner. McElhaney there. McElhaney shot, rebound, gets his own rebound. Goes back to McGrath in the corner. McGrath cycles high. Chips it back down the wall off the glass. Ide there. He's checked off. Now Salisbury will come out the middle. Dumps softly to the neutral zone. They need a change. Berube turns it. Over to McElhaney. Up to McGrath. He'll chip it over the head of the Salisbury defense. Wood will chase into the corner. Puck up the middle. Intercepted by Ide. Noon in the corner. Off his pads, he gathers the puck. Tries to get it to McGrath. And brought up high. Berube steps into a nice check. Noon backs him up. Noon comes around the net. McElhaney. He puts it up for Whipple, but not out of the zone. Now McElhaney drops it to the corner. Noon knocked down from behind. Up to O'Donnell. Drops it back down the wall to Noon. Zarconi now. Whipple tries to turn. He's checked off the puck. Mancini steps up. 3-on-2 Knights. Shot blocked by Zarconi. Nice job by him getting back. Intercepted now. Turned around. That goes through into the corner. Whipple will put it out of the zone. Sarloma collects. Drops it for O'Donnell. He's by himself 1-on-2. Shot high over the net. Whipple tries to put it on net. Misses short side, and that'll come all the way around. Pass picked off. Zarconi's shot. Shoulder into the netting. Another great chance for the Penguins.
Yeah, I'm pleased to see the Penguins really covering up. We pointed out early Audi right in the beginning of the period, coming that weak side and covering to keep the goal out. And what we talked about during the break, Salisbury's giving the guys opportunities. They're not playing perfect hockey, and I think if these guys keep jumping on loose pucks, good things will happen.
I watched that last shift go to the bench. Nice save. Nice wrist shot by Zona. Looking at McElhaney's body language going to the bench. He's trying to shake something off. I don't know if it's that shoulder he hurt, but he's not going to talk to the trainers, but he's not 100% either over there on the bench. I saw him gingerly kind of holding his shoulder going off, and we'll hope he's just going to maybe caught a stinger and he's going to be all right. Barella had Guerra flying, just couldn't get the backhand up the boards. Now Penguins come back the other way to Guerra. Guerra stops up, waits, has Keegan. Keegan, heavy shot, hits pads, now over to Zona. He throws it purposely wide. Sarloma there, but gloved by McGrath.
Good look by this shift, getting good pucks to the net. What are they called in the pros? An upper body injury? Is that what?
Upper body injury. Undisclosed upper body injury. McElhaney back on the ice with Berube. Guerra line. Guerra's in the shooter's slot. Sarla-Oma's going to take the face-off. One to the corner by Salisbury and whipped around. Guerra steps in front of it nicely. Out to Barella. Barella's shot goes wide. Sarla-Oma chases. He loses his feet, but Berube keeps it in. That goes all the way through. Guerra was on the back pipe, couldn't poke it by. Guerra hustling on the wall. McElhaney tries to get it down low. Tipped away by the Knights, and they start back. Stretch pass. They try to go wide, and now we come back the other way behind Guerra. Tries to come through his legs, and it's intercepted. Knights will knock it all the way down. Gets by Sharib. McElhaney plays it on the wall. Back down low.
A little trouble there.
Salisbury read that pass back behind the net. Now they come up top, D to D. A quick wrist shot. Goes by.
Oh, no.
Shot from the point. Looked pretty harmless going on net. Sharib was there, and I don't know if we tipped it or they tipped it, but it got tipped down off the pipe and in.
Unfortunately, I think that was an own goal.
I think McElhaney maybe tried to knock it down, and it just, he actually had redirected it by Sharib.
Yeah, you heard it hit the pipe from here. Just again, you know, if these guys didn't have bad luck, they'd have no luck at all today.
Yeah, unfortunate that the third goal. Penguins really needed that one to get within one. Now they're finding themselves in a hole. Really have to dig it out.
Salisbury goal scored by number 9, Matt DeBoer.
That pass hits Outson up high. And second pass behind Recchi. Hewitt hustles over. Mancini steps up. Now Recchi takes a puck. Recchi up the right wing. Gains his own. Nice move to the middle. Still has the puck.
Oh, geez.
Shot by Outson. Nice play by Recchi. Took it all the way in. Outson followed, and McGrath made the save. O'Donnell keeps it in. Puck still in the zone. Now the Knights able to work it out. O'Donnell up the boards. Hewitt self-pass. Wood comes through hard. O'Donnell on net. McGrath low with the stick. Knights just dump it out to relieve the pressure, but Mancini's there to O'Donnell. And now drops it back to Mancini. Up high to McGrath. Puck bouncing around. I try to knock it down, and it hits the linesman. What are they? The 7th player award. There, linesman having a rough day. Looks like looks young. Maybe he's just out of rookie camp, Sarah.
Tough game to throw the rope to, you know?
Working the kinks out. Knight bats the puck down. And we got a whistle for a hand pass.
Yeah, it's one of those brutal games where if you didn't see the scoreboard, if you're just watching the hockey, I think for the majority of the game, you'd sit be like, wow, Penguins look great. Like they're really, you know, good pressure, getting a lot of good-looking shots, and then you look at the scoreboard, you're just like, woof.
Yeah, you know, really kind of one real legit goal. The first one of the power play on the back door, and then second one unfortunate, just an angle, and that one was the worst of the bunch. Just a flip shot on net that redirected by Cushing. He just hit a stick on the way through and in the net.
Shreve just got to work out there. I think he had probably 4 or 5 back-to-back saves.
Guerra with a nice play with the body position. He tries to get through. He's hauled down. No call. Barella goes in alone. Makes the move, and McGrath saves it. Nice pass across to Keegan. He rips a shot, and McGrath again makes the save. I don't know how he can see Keegan's shot. I can't follow it from up here.
I know he shoots it because I see his stick.
Chances at both ends.
Yeah. Well, and this is, you know, plenty of time to come back and make this a game and recognize that this is going to be what it looks like if we can get ourselves into New England's. Hope to see the guys keep their heads and keep playing hockey.
Yeah, you got to be disciplined if you want to beat the best teams, because they'll kill you if you give them any kind of an advantage. that puck up into the netting and behind the glass. Zarconi in the circle. Whipple fights for the puck. Now Zarconi comes across. Wide pass. Knights defenseman steps into the play. Around McElhaney, comes right across the crease and just dumps it in the open net. And
yeah, you can see it in the body language. Guys are just getting beat up a little bit. They know that that was just a speed goal and kind of kept thinking somebody was going to grab it.
yeah, I was kind of stunned on that one because you got your defenseman, but he gets beat wide. Fine, where's your you got to work in layers, and he just walked across the face of Sharib and tucked it into the empty net.
Saw that. I mean, really right in the beginning of the game with Salisbury, our guys with the high pressure, saw Salisbury do a couple things just because they didn't expect anybody to do that to him. And I think that goal was a little bit like Cushing doesn't expect anybody to do that to him. And then all of a sudden they found themselves on the wrong end of that goal.
Yeah, and in your defensive zone, you got to have guys coming back, and you got to have backup. Guys get beat, someone else has to step in and make that play. You just can't give it away like that. That's too easy. Coach Jacobs with the timeout, and that's just to try to get his team settled down and say, hey, where are we here? And are we gonna pack it in? Or are we gonna come back in this game?
Yeah, guys got to refocus, and I know the KUA game stings a little bit, and I think they had high hopes for this, so the frustration levels will be high. But again, this is the opportunity these guys need to just kind of hunker down and make things happen. This is, probably right now the best team in New England, so any ground they can gain now will pay off later.
Yeah, and frankly, at this point in the season, early January, what are the rankings worth? And at this point, what's the statement going to be? Defenseman falls down. Hewitt goes in. Shot save McGrath. He goes in hard. McGrath are taking a couple shots this game. Another chance for the Penguins, and they can't capitalize. But as we were saying, what's your statement going to be now?
Right.
And that's as important as the win-loss columns. You got it's a long road. January and February are long months. Right. There's a lot of hockey to be played, and this team, as we've seen, does have character. They have the character to come back, and you just got to go after it. Keep going after it each shift, one goal at a time.
Yeah, great breakaway play there. Really took you hard, and instead of being frustrated the goal didn't go in, just know you're going to get another one.
McElhaney to Berube. Berube chips it down behind McGrath. He sets it up. Penguins back checking. Knights get it. They have to hold up. McElhaney tries to loft it out of the zone. Now it comes out. McGrath hustling for the puck. It's off outs and off sides. And that's broken up by McElhaney. He gets it to the middle. Touch to Outson. Outson stops up.
Oh.
Whirls around, rebound McElhaney, and it's flipped really high. Takes another a pitching wedge, bounce off the ice, and comes right on the stick of the Knights. Outson sent the other way on a partial breakaway, and he's knocked down. No call, and coach is understandably upset.
Yeah, that's a tough no call there.
That's horrible because that's almost automatic. Guy going in on a partial breakaway, and if he falls down at all, right, with any kind of contact, that's a penalty, and that's just horrible.
Yeah, draped all over him. I mean, I don't think Audi took a dive there.
No, again, just like he's getting the stick chopped out of your hands, that's almost an automatic call, and coach is legitimately upset on the Penguin bench. Maybe it'll light a fire.
Yeah, sometimes that's a turner, right? You get hosed on a call and you got to come back hard.
That puck iced by the Knights, and it'll come all the way down, back down in their end. It'll take the draw. Knights winning around. Keegan thinks about stepping down. Ide finishes his check. That's just what the Penguins need to get something going. Pass wide to Zona. Move to the middle. Shot.
Get in there.
Score, yeah. Penguins! Penguins score. There we go. Salisbury going to argue that he gloved it in, but I think he gloved it down, and then it either hit his stick or his skate, and that's going to be a good goal.
Well, we know Mom will be happy. She was worried that maybe Connor touched one the other way, but Connor got all that one. Nice finish and great take. Was that Zona brought it in?
Zona brought it in with a nice shot, but I'll tell you where the play started. The play started with Andy Ide's check on the wall. Something like that can really get the team fired up. The puck popped out, was turned over, cross ice to Zona, his shot, rebound, and Wood puts it in. But Ide makes the initial play on the boards.
Yeah, and Ide was put on the alternate team for just that kind of play. Just a real hustle guy, makes things happen whenever he can get to the puck.
Caroline out there now, 4-1, 8.5 to go in the second period, plenty of time. Now Barella. Just misses Sarlo-Oma on the back pipe. Knights start the other way, 4-on-2 at the moment. They drop it back, quick shot, that's paddled away by Sharib.
Cushing goal scored by number 22, Connor Wood.
Guerra breaks up the cycle in the corner. He starts out to Sarlo-Oma. He tries to lob it to Guerra. That play's intercepted. McElhaney now. Two Penguins converge on the hit. Drop pass to Barella.
Oh.
And penalty on the Penguins. Guerra's going to go to the box, and we got an elbow. Or a high stick, came in high. Penguins going to have to kill. Big moment in the game here, this kill. Penguins,
yeah, they need to weather the storm.
Yeah, Penguins with the momentum, and maybe not only kill it off, but maybe catch a break, Sarah, and make this a 4-2 with a shorty.
Be the difference they need to make. Now, and I will, looking at the Salisbury, they went out 3-0 on Deerfield and then gave a whole bunch back. So they do give up goals, and I think that's what the Penguins just have to be ready for.
Shot hits Keegan's stick, goes up into the netting. Ide and Wood on the kill now. Puck won back nicely by Andy Ide to McElhaney. Comes out of the corner. Penguins having a tough time keeping it on the stick. Now Berube just has to eat in the corner. Salisbury through the slot to the defenseman. Shot.
No.
And shot got redirected on the way. Sharif made a great toe save to readjust, or to adjust to that misdirection, and then not covering up in front. Pretty much guy on his knees putting a puck in.
That's one of those slow floaters where everybody in the ice is just watching it say no, but squeaked on through. Just can't get the bounces our way. I think that, and I think with Salisbury sitting here at the top, they are a team that they take advantage of everything. They don't miss an opportunity. And that's what the greats do. So, good on them. They're a good, solid team that just, if the puck's there, they're going to put it home.
They start up fast up the left side, dumped in. They'll cycle out of the corner. Cross again. Sharif makes the blocker save. Outzen drops it over to Recchi. Recky turns it over. Hewitt with a nice play. Tries to move to the middle. It's knocked off his stick. He battles in the corner. Hewitt and Recky now down in the corner. Puck comes up top. Mancini. He'll drop it back down low to Recky. Recky takes a big hit from behind, and that's going to be a penalty. And the Penguins going to be on the power play.
Yeah, you know, and that's the kind of thing where you just sit here and you're just kicking yourself as the Penguins being like the power play we just gave up. You know, instead of being 4-1 with us on the power play, now it's 5-1. It just feels a little farther away than it could have.
And you know, you think of the Knights power plays, the Penguins kill, which has been excellent, and you know, two of their 5 on the power play.
Yeah, and again, I think that speaks to Salisbury's, you know, just kind of prowess, because our penalty kill has been excellent all season.
Yeah, they got some firepower up front for sure. Now McElhaney, stretch pass to Barella. He cuts to the middle. He's in by himself. McGrath knocks it away again. Second time McGrath has made that poke check. And things getting a little testy in front of the Salisbury goal. McGrath takes a shot. Face-off will come outside. McGrath in the crease.
A little surprised there's not some. I mean, that was a pretty obvious shove in front of the official.
Yeah, I think referees aware of the number of times McGrath has taken shots, and so unless something's really egregious, just going to let that one go. McElhaney will chase it back. He puts it behind the net to Guerra. Guerra picks it off the wall and goes back to McElhaney. .110 left in the power play. Guerra tries to fight into the zone. Picked up, knocked out of the zone off the glass. Hits something on the way out, and Shreve will have to play it to Berube. Berube now, across the Penguin. Gains his own. Wheels it around. Recky's there. Recky will pick it up. Knights try to get it out. Outson's there. He leaves it for Berube, and that hits a stick and pops out of the zone.
Defender was going down and still got a piece of that. Well played on his part.
Lost his stick and still popped it out of the zone.
There's the space.
Outs and now up the left side. He stops up. Tries to go across to Zona, but back pressure by Salisbury, and they knock it down the ice. And that's just about going to do it. Keegan will pick it up with 10 seconds to go on the power play. He moves up ice. Looks, has Outson. Outson cuts to the middle.
Oh,
he's ridden off the puck. And no call there either. Things, if this keeps up, frustration, Sarah, it's going to get chippy out there. This is where the refs have to step up and keep this thing in control. Ooh, that hit Zona's skate and gets directed toward the net, but not on. Now Recky picks a pocket. He's
nice
up.
Pass.
Hewitt, and Recky's way ahead of the play. Hewitt a little bit out of gas there, and they'll head for a change. See, Mom and Will have entered the building. Will, he's here just in time for that second, third period Zamboni.
Yeah, I tell you what, that guy knows how to time things. He's pretty excited to be back in the rink. He's been bugging me for the last couple days to come up and watch Aya.
O'Donnell now. Salisbury with control. They move it up top, pass across, shot on net. chipped on the way. Salisbury banging away at it. Penguins finally able to clear it. Mancini chases it down. Battle on the wall.
Good fight. Way to come up with the puck, guys.
O'Donnell now. He'll shoot it on McGrath. He steers it to the corner with his stick. O'Donnell follows, delivers a blow. Now Wood behind the net. Connor Wood ridden off. McGrath makes the hit. 2-on-1 now. Puck squirts out of the zone. And don't know if it ever got to net, but they tried to go that backdoor play, and Penguins able to get back. Ide now picks up the puck, goes to Sarlo-Oma, bounces over his stick. He'll try to chase it down, chips it to the corner. Oh, pass off Sarlo-Oma's skate just behind Barella. Berube steps down. He's grabbed up a little bit, ridden off. Sarlo-Oma working from behind the net. Picks a pocket, moves it up to Berube. Berube walks, pad save, McGrath. Barella with a nice play. Quick shot, scores! McElhaney from the point with some screen, and goes by McGrath. It's 5-2.
Yeah, McGrath has had a strong game. He was screened on that one. He didn't know the puck was by him until he heard the net move.
Never saw that one. But good work by the Penguins keeping the puck in the zone. Sarlo-Oma picked the pocket in the corner. It came up top, and a couple shots later, and the Penguins are within 3. Boy, one more in this last 2 minutes would set up a third period and set the tone. See if the Penguins can bring it.
Kind of know Barella's due for at least one in the third, so if we can get one back.
Berube, 2 for the price of 1 on the hit. Salisbury right back the other way, and Sharib comes up big. Blocker save into the net.
Good positioning too, came out a bit. He wasn't stuck back in his net and was able to cover that corner.
Draw back to Keegan. He picks it up in the corner, chips it high. Not out, it's dumped back in. Zona. Zona picks up the puck, goes to Recchi. Recchi coming wide, saucer pass across to Hewitt. He'll chase it to the corner. Now overskates the puck, outs and trying to help him out. A lot of bodies down. Now the Knights start the other way. Pass by, I don't know how that's not icing. I didn't think it got chipped. Puck left for Zona, he's got room now. To Recchi. Recchi moves across the blue line, looking for help. McElhaney there, turned over, and then McElhaney picked it up in the high slot. Good scoring chance with 45 seconds to go in the second.
Good save by McGrath, but you saw him make that save and then not move because it was underneath him, and he was just hoping it wasn't all the way.
Yeah, it looked like it's going to be easy clear for Salisbury, and then puck turned over, high slot, right on McElhaney's stick. Right to Wood, he'll flip it on net. And we saw on the other end, any shot's good, you never know what's going to happen. Hit something on the way. It can find its way to the back of the net in a hurry. Front, McGrath, shot hits a skate on the way by. Salisbury now, 3-on-2 at the moment. McElhaney, nice play to break it up. Berube backing him. Hyde gets the puck knocked away from him. McElhaney kicks it up the boards. Shot on Sharib. Puck comes back out. Getting chipped all over the place. McElhaney now up high, 10 seconds to go. Quick wrist shot does not get through. Berube, nice look. Tried to go over the head with a chip pass to Wood, but just didn't get enough of the stick on it. And period runs out.
Well, good effort, good pucks in the back of the net. You got to feel like we're headed in the right direction, and based on the extracurriculars right now, maybe in Salisbury's head a little bit.
Yep. All right, that's the end of 2. We'll be back for the third. Salisbury holds a 5-2 lead. All right, we're back. 5-2 score heading into the third period, and Penguins have 18 minutes to work themselves back into this one.
Yeah, we were talking about at the break, 3-0 after the first period, and then they played the second period to a 2-2 game. And again, the goal's given up, or, not our best hockey. So, hey, you get the pucks to start bouncing our way a little bit, play a good, clean third period. Definitely capable of scoring 3 goals in a period. We've seen that before.
Yep. Got to put the pressure on Salisbury, create the turnovers, get one. In the first 5 minutes of this period, if they can get one, put a little heat on Salisbury, just not make it easy for them.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, playing up tempo, playing a high pressure for sure, but then just recognizing, if you leave that back pipe open, Salisbury's going to finish. So make sure you're covering up on the other end.
Yeah, got to have what we call limited patience here. Limited patience. Don't get ahead of yourself. Definitely don't take penalties. We don't want that power play out there anymore. And just work it one at a time. Here we go. Barella. Sarloma. Guerra, who was winding up on the set play from his own zone. Pass up to McElhaney. Quick shot, hits a skate, pops out of his own. Berube. He turns, he'll just dump it deep. McGrath tries to set it, bounces over his stick, but the Knights have it. Puck turned over. That's what the Penguins need. Guerra now in the corner. He takes a high hit. Ridden off the puck. Sarloma's there, though, to Barella. Barella's shot gets chipped up. Guerra's taking a mugging in front of the net. No call. Lost his stick. He goes off for a change. Salisbury with a cross corner dump to McElhaney's side. He plays it quick up to Hewitt. Hewitt to Outzen. Probably would have been better off just taking it in the zone. He had the speed.
Yeah, his hesitation.
Slowed down, yeah. Zona works it to the corner. Recchi spins behind McGrath. Goes back to his forehand. Gets it up top, just kept in nicely by Zona, but he's on his backhand. All he can do is put it down the wall. Now knocked into the corner by Outzen. Good start. Now Salisbury starts the other way. Across the Penguin and into the zone. They go for a change, so Zona's able to pick up the puck. He buys some space. Tries to come out the middle, that's knocked down. Now Keegan. Keegan picks it up behind Sharib. Up to Hewitt, he tries to chip it out, gets by, now Outzen. 2-on-3, he just sets it to the corner, takes a big hit. Right back up, quick shot. Glove down, puck loose out front. Back to Keegan. He wrists it on, chip but wide. Bounces out the other side. Now turn loose the other way.
Nice pass.
And Sharib makes a big play. That's a terrible call. Guy put himself offside, puck behind him, no call offsides. And Coach Jacobs is up on the bench. And offsides by about a mile. Checking with the linesman. That wasn't even close. Guy pulled the puck from, he was in the zone, pulled it from out of the zone by him. And that's what Coach Jacobs asking about.
This is going to be one of those games where the guys just everything to frustrate them is happening. Some officiating that hasn't been the cleanest. A puck's been bouncing off the officials a bunch. Tough own goal, all that kind of stuff, and we just got to see him come back and get at least one more knocked in here.
Yeah, certainly the linesman's been out of his league here today. Big hit by O'Donnell, trying to set the tone. Now McGrath with speed. He's pestered, but he's able to put it in, can't get it deep. Nice pressure, he follows his puck, able to knock it down. Now Salisbury starts the other way. In zone. Mancini, puck goes across, Sharib steers it. Now O'Donnell in the corner, he's got room, goes across to Mancini. Puck gets by him. Salisbury sets up in the slot. Sharib, a nice save, caught that one at the last minute, was able to block it. Penguins now losing a couple races to pucks. It's back in their zone. Shot wide, comes around. Now Salisbury will set out of the corner. Defensemen are tired. Mancini tries to get it to O'Donnell. He comes up the boards. Not hard enough to come out. Now finally we'll get a whistle up in the netting. Much needed change.
Yeah, we put together a good shift on the other end, and I thought it helped us because the Salisbury broke out. They had to make a line change, but then they just flipped it flipped the script on us down at this end.
Face off will be to the right of Sharib, and Guerra will take it. Knights win the draw, but they knock it between their defensemen and out of the zone. Barella will chase it down. Makes the hit. Sarlo-Olma's there to help out. Now Guerra gets by him. Barella steps into a hit. Sarlo-Olma tries to keep it in the zone. He does. To Guerra. Guerra looks. Nice spin move. Barella pokes it in. Goal,
Yes!
Penguins.
Man, that was a
There
nice
it is.
pass.
One at a time. It's 5-3.
You know, the forecheck was awesome. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Got the turnover. And then, you know, we've seen it from Guerra a million times. He just has the patience to hold that puck until the lane is there. Was it Barella with the finish?
Barella on the near pipe. Guerra was looking for Sarlo-Olma on the far pipe, but actually Barella found it. It came down his feet and he just poked it by McGrath.
That's 3 games in a row. We got Barella with either a third period or overtime goal. Let's see if
Sarlo-Olma now up the left side. He'll dump it around to Guerra. Guerra takes a big hit on the boards. McElhaney chips it in the zone, but it hits a player and bounces up. Knights start the other way. Berube over there to help out. Salisbury clears. Now they get it down in the corner. McElhaney. He takes a high hit. Barella there to back him up. Now Sarlo-Olma goes wide for McElhaney. McElhaney trying to fight past the hit. Guerra now steps down. Berube. Oh, nice saucer pass looking for Hewitt just over his stick. Well, just what we said, Sarah. They needed a goal in the first 4 or 5 minutes of this period, and they got one. Now it's 2-goal differential. Plenty of time now.
just a little more confidence, make Salisbury just think a little bit more.
Yeah, Zona steps up. Zona gains his own. Chipped off his stick, but Recchi pulls it nicely. Fighting for the puck, trying to get it down low, takes the hit.
Nice come over there.
Hewitt picks it up at the top. Egan will step up and bang it in the zone. Penguins clear. Quick up, chipped over the head, but that's going to be icing. And going to come all the way back to the Knights' end.
Good pressure by the guys. Recchi's been having a nice game today. Really getting to a lot of pucks, and then once he gets them, he really gives them to us in a positive manner. Somebody's getting a look, somebody's into space.
Penguins starting to feel some momentum here. Zarconi in the circle, face off to the right of McGrath. And that face-off's whistled down. Zarconi worked out by the Knights. They come up the right boards. Donald gonna step into a hip check, and that's gonna be a penalty. Interference on Salisbury. A hit on Noon that was way away from the play, and we're gonna get a Penguin power play.
Third period tilting our way so far. Guys are really sticking with it. Like you said early on, they could have gotten chippy, they could have gotten frustrated, and so far they've just put their head down and worked.
I'm not sure what 19 for Salisbury's asking about. The puck was about a mile away from him when he railed Noon. Not even close to the play. And the Garoline's out there for the power play. Let's see if they can take advantage and make this a one-goal hockey game.
Been really impressed with Salisbury's kill so far. Wonder if Coach Jacobs was able to make an adjustment after the second period, get a different look.
Yeah, they attack with a unusual inside out up high, and Penguins just got to be aware of that. Already given up one shorthanded goal this game, and obviously can't afford another one. Guerra now on the draw, won by the Knights. and they'll send it down the ice. Penguins have to regroup. Penguins having a tough time on face-offs today. Those ones in the offensive zone and the power play are critical.
Oh, nice
Guerra. Pressure now McElhaney. McElhaney fighting the puck a little bit. Gets it down low now to Guerra in the corner. Penguins able to set now. Guerra to Sarlo-Oma. Sarlo-Oma working, tied up, and it's thrown down the ice.
We'll say on the kill, Salisbury's done better than most teams we've seen is getting that puck up in the air so it just isn't knocked down and picked off.
Sarlo-Oma, he'll go cross rink. Guerra picks it up, he'll bang it around. Sarlo-Oma will let it go to McElhaney. Goes back down the boards with it, puck bouncing around. Sarlo-Oma, Penguins trying to get some room. Looking for some room to work. Guerra fighting behind the net. He gets it loose now. Comes up the boards. McElhaney, backhand to forehand. Goes back to Guerra. Guerra lays it for Sarlo-Oma. Back to Guerra. Off his skate, comes out front. Unfortunate break there. Not on his stick, just hits him in the skate. And McGrath just jumps on that puck. 35 seconds left in the power play.
Yeah, a bit better. We're getting a little puck work down the corner, but just still haven't gotten any good looks off the power play, which is unusual for us.
Yeah, puck not moving quickly enough. Against an aggressive kill like that, you really have to have the puck flying around. Zone, you see how they play that inside out on the point. They want him to go down the boards. No D-to-D passes. Puck lofted down onto Sharib. He'll set it for Zona. 20 seconds left on the power play. Zona starts up to Keegan. Keegan up the left side. Rolls it around. Outson's there. He's hit hard, ridden off the puck. Now Outson tries to come up to the point, but it doesn't get enough on it. It's dumped back down. And that's it. Power play's over. We're 5-on-5. Keegan to Zona. Up the wall. Quick pass out of the zone. Keegan steps up. Now Zona over. Pass out front. Save. And Salisbury player hard into the pipe. And 6 for Salisbury, just standing in the crease. That face-off should come outside the zone. Referee's talking about it. Coach Jacobs looking at him. I imagine this face-off's got to come outside. Yeah, referee pointing the circle. The guy went in and knocked it off himself, and then Salisbury defenseman stepping down. That face-off's outside.
Yeah, I don't know if the referees were trying to figure it out or something, but again, not getting involved and having these guys do a lot of chest bumping and pushing. They just are not quite as sharp as I'd like to see in a game of this caliber to keep these guys focused on hockey.
Not sure what they're talking about here. Referee going to go over to Coach Jacobs and then the other referee to the other bench.
Uh-oh. Offsetting? I know that's football, but...
I don't know what that's about. They sent 2 sort of random guys in to sort of maybe, not sure, I can't tell you. Weppo went in the box for Cushing and someone from the Salisbury bench for Salisbury, so not quite sure what that's about. There's no penalties on the clock, certainly not a 4-on-4, so. Wood trying to beat the puck down the ice. He's interfered with and can't get there. Coach Jacobs going to check in with his defense. Try to saucer pass, but just not near anybody all the way down the ice for icing.
little off kilter. Need to get our feet back underneath us. A bit of a momentum killer here. Oh. Again. Off our defenseman, just sitting and then just bounced in on the guy in the back post there. Tough. It's just.
That's just not your day when that happens. Off a skate, so it hits a skate, goes behind Sharib, and there's a guy there that just pokes it in, and nothing you can do about it except be frustrated because, you know, you get the momentum, you get it within 2 goals, you get the power play, and it almost seemed like, Sarah, independent of the 6th goal, that the power play kind of drained us of energy. It was kind of a momentum changer for Salisbury. Not a lot of good chances. Kind of slowed us down as we tried to set it up, and then even when we went even, subsequent lines were slow.
Yeah.
Didn't have the same fire that we had coming out of the gate.
I think, you know, we've been having such success on the power play. I'm sure it's got to be very frustrating for our guys to just get so stalled up there, not being able to move the puck, not getting good looks. And I think you're right. I think it just kind of sucked the air out of our tires on that. And then that, you know, that 6 goals just a tough bounce.
McElhaney steps down, puck dropped out, Berube back there. Now Berube in the neutral zone, gains the blue. Takes the hit against the wall. Now Sarlaoma comes down. Puck, nice play by Berube. Salisbury trying to chip it by him. Guerra now steps up. Barella through the middle. Almost able to work it through. Nice play, just trying to fight through. Now the Knights start. And that's offsides. And we'll get a face-off outside the zone. 8:26 to go. Penguins back down by 3.
I'd like to see the Penguins knock in another one. You know, I think that would be good for their confidence. And again, you know, the hope is that we'll see these guys again in the tournament. And they got to be feeling like they want to see these guys again. I don't think they're afraid of Salisbury. I think they're frustrated. So one more goal in, you know, 6-4 game when things are going your way.
Puck up to Keegan. He holds, puts it back down behind the net. Yeah, and it's just been a weird game. Kind of just sloppy play here and there, and then just some real lucky bounces for Salisbury on a couple of their goals. One, you know, almost a couple own goals, really.
Yeah.
You know, you look back at the one that hit McElhaney's stick. You look at that last one that hit a skate, and you're thinking it's 4-3 rather than 6-3. Nice move by Hewitt. Spins down, gets it to Outson. Outson trying to look back for Hewitt. He steps out up the zone. The zone is one-timer, misfires. And now Salisbury across the Penguin and into the zone. Broken up. Keegan will chase. Delivers a big hit. Now Recchi starts it up. Puck bounces over McGrath's stick. Zona backing up. He'll dump it in. Salisbury up ice. McGrath steps into the play. Nothing being called either way at this point. It's probably likely to get a little chippy here at the end. Have not been all that impressed with the referee or linesman play today.
Yeah, I think your call is right. I think the linesman's a little bit out of his league in this game, and
Hyde takes the big hit.
It's catching up with him.
Hyde now drops to the corner. Puck out to Mancini. He looks to go up the middle to McGrath. That's off his stick. Salisbury will regroup. Pass through the middle. Mancini steps up hard. Out front, puck doesn't get there. Salisbury now on the cycle. Back to the point, bouncing around. Now kicked loose by Sarlaoma out of the zone. Knights have to hold, they'll just dump it in. Guerra now. Makes a move, he gets his feet knocked out from underneath him. Mancini steps up, gains the blue line. Mancini with a nice play around the defense, puts it out front. Puck bounces up high to Guerra. Guerra with a shot right into the shin pad. Salisbury will start the other way. They'll just dump it in. Tricky bouncy puck to the left of Sharib.
Yeah, he did a nice job there of just kind of holding the pipe. I mean, he wanted to kind of glove it up, but that's one where you go chasing on it, it bounces inside you, and now we're at 7.
Barella in the circle to the left of Sharib. Puck comes out to the shooter. Now Sarla-Oma starts the other way. Move to the middle, Barella. Go wide to Guerra, he goes hard to the net. Guerra tries to get it out front, can't get it there on the misfire. Now Berube steps down. Guerra delivers a hit. Puck, nice stop by McElhaney in the neutral zone.
Offside by a mile. By a mile.
Shot wide of Sharib. Followed up by McElhaney, knocked out of the zone. Salisbury retrieves it, they start the other way. Outson delivers it to Recchi. Recchi up the right side, he's got McElhaney and Outson. Looks, finds Hewitt, shot.
Oh, nice.
Oh! Just off the toe of McGrath.
Yeah, great cross and good shot on, and we had a tipper. I mean, that's just the opportunity we're looking for.
Thought that was in the back of the net. Don't know if McGrath got a piece of it, but Penguins stay off the scoreboard. Hewitt can't drag it to the middle, knocked away. And Recchi blows a tire, now 3-on-2. Drifted in on Sharib, he steers it to the corner. Zona making the hit. Around to Hewitt. Hewitt picks it off the wall. Hard pass, bounces off the stick of Recchi. Recchi makes a pass, but and offsides. .328 to go, 6-3 Salisbury lead.
See, hopefully we're seeing the full ends of both benches at this point and see how we match up there. A little peek to the future.
Kagan now, up to Whipple, he tips it in the zone. Noon chases. Zarconi now cross ice. Whipple. Zona, pocket pick. Shot looked like it might have gone top shelf at first, but outside of the net. Now Keegan.
Nice step up there.
Zarconi wheels behind Sharib with speed now. Tries the self-pass, intercepted. 2-on-1 now, 2-on-2 as O'Donnell stepped out of the box. Shot over the net. O'Donnell collects. O'Donnell up the left side. Pass over to Whipple, bounces off his stick. Salisbury looks to quick up, but they misfire. Noon pressures. Now McGrath.
We'll keep away in the back here.
Yep, Salisbury just content to kill clock at this point. Now they move it up. Ide makes the hit, not kept in. Penguins gonna have to regroup. Hyde finishes the check in the corner. Now O'Donnell on the wall. Hyde and Woods working in the corner. Nice
Good
step
step
up by McElhaney. Salisbury behind their own net. They'll go high glass. O'Donnell protects. Makes a hit, and we're going to have a holding call in Salisbury.
Really, for the Penguins, I mean, coming into this game, I have a feeling if I was coach, I'd be feeling pretty good about 3 goals against these guys. Probably hoping for 4, just kind of based on, how good they are and what we've been able to do. And really, it's the goals given up that's a little bit of a jaw dropper. We've just been kind of rock solid all season. And again, watching the game, you'd feel pretty good if you're just watching the game. It's just the power play goals, obviously, and then just some bad bounces.
Yeah, a couple fluky ones, but that happens. You just got to fight it off and come right back at it. Guerra loses a stick, but gets the puck to Sarlo-Oma. He sets on the sidewall, looks across, splits Ruby and McElhaney. That about sums it up right there, the way it's gone. Just in between everybody and not able to get any offensive production on that one. They regain the zone. Ruby, high leap to keep it in. He's got some good vertical over there on that side.
I was actually doing gym duty one night. He came down, and I saw him come down and shoot some hoops. He's not a bad basketball player.
Sarlo-Oma in the corner now, up to Berube. Sarlo-Oma tries to get it across to McElhaney, and it's chipped out of the zone. And with about 15 seconds left, Sarlo-Oma will set. 10 to go. He drops it off to Guerra. Guerra up ice. He'll take the shot. Hard shot saved by McGrath. Tries to put it back on the net, but that's about going to do it. And just one of those days for the Penguins in their home barn. Just some good offensive effort by Salisbury. They took advantage of the opportunities when they had them.
Yep.
And then they got a couple of bounces in 6-3.
Yeah, I mean, I think when you're playing a team that's this good, you can't really afford for them to get the bounces.
No, and quick turnaround back in the barn Friday night for a game against Deerfield, who gave Salisbury all they could handle last game. So nothing comes easy in New England prep hockey.
I would assume that our guys are dying to play again. I think this is one of those games where, they didn't play badly, bad things happened, and so to get back out on the ice and hopefully clean it up, I think they'll be looking forward to that.
All right, good night from Iorio. We'll be back Friday evening.